wanted to make a separate video aside from the coding tutorials I've been doing or just started. I was actually making part 2 of the tutorial, and I kind of said something that kind of spawned into a bigger idea, but it was kind of about how sometimes personal development channels or ideas are very general and they kind of leave you hanging, but just with this idea but nowhere to apply to. And although I do like sharing personal development information as well, this is something, programming something that I like to apply to, so I did want to give that chance to also potentially help someone build a skill, or if someone's interested in coding, they could take on that skill. But I always need to be applying personal development towards places, not just necessarily learning so much and then never using it. I think there's a quote by Bruce Lee that says, like, to know is not enough, to understand is not enough, but you must apply. It's something like that. But basically the whole idea is that I do have like a lot of personal development books, and sometimes I get so anxious because I'm reading so much or I'm just learning so much and then I'm not actually applying it, so it feels like almost like I'm lying to myself. Subconsciously I know that. So whatever it may be that your journey is taking you on, personal development is always something everybody could connect on, but then from there it always usually spans out. Some hobbies I like doing are working out, programming I'm trying to get better at, stuff like technology. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that whatever you're doing personal development wise, make sure you're applying it somewhere, because otherwise it can get very stagnant, and then you might just feel like you're lost, and you might feel like personal development is not the right direction, when in the case is it's not personal development that's the problem. It's just that you need to be applying it somewhere and growing somewhere in some direction. And everybody obviously has different interests, but just making sure that you're testing somewhere is always great. And stuff like working out and programming, for me, I've always liked, because every day in and out you can always test it. Like, for example, working out, you're going to be sore the next day, but you could always go work out again. And even though if your upper body's sore, you can go work out with your lower body, or you could do cardio. There's always something to do, and you could always make sure that you're holding yourself accountable. And the same thing with programming, you could come and learn something every single day, and it doesn't ever really stop. You don't have to wait for an event to go pick up so you can test yourself. You don't have to wait for anybody or anything. You can kind of just go and apply yourself. And I think that's a very big part of personal development. So if you are interested in learning programming, I am making a series. I'm only on part 2 right now, but it's going over the fundamentals. And there's pretty cool stuff you could do with Python specifically, and that's what I'm going over now. So if you are interested in learning, or ever even been curious about programming, recommend go checking out that those tutorials. But I'm looking to integrate the two a little bit. I'm not trying to make the channel completely about programming or anything like that, but I do want to give people an option in case someone needs something to apply to. I don't like the idea of kind of leaving people hanging, or people don't know exactly what they want to do. This is just another option. And of course this field is in high demand. Yeah, there's always something you can be doing, and even though sometimes you might not see immediate results, a lot of the times that's where a lot of the wisdom and skills come from, is not necessarily getting that instant gratification, but because you're able to wait and continue to push yourself without any returns immediately. That's where a lot of the growth comes from. Just like how it is in working out or learning an instrument or even coding. Every day you might not see such a drastic change, or it's going to motivate you to go the next day. But over time, if you do it and stay consistent, then you will see progress, no doubt. So it's all about getting lost in the process and not worrying about the results in the very beginning. And a lot of times that can really get distracting, and wanting those results. If you're going to work out, you really want to get in that peak body shape that you wanted, or if you want to program, you really want to know how to learn a program and write something. But it always doesn't work that way. Sometimes you just literally have to go and learn a few more fundamentals each day. The next day a few more fundamentals, and by the time you know it, you're able to do a lot more with all those skills. But it does take time, so be patient and continue to work. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and quickly say that.